Hi guys, I'm John Bro, and welcome back to Let's Play Bomberman Hero, and let's go to the heavy room. Because we are heavy weapons guy, aka Bomberman. He does carry a lot of heavy weaponry, and by lots of heavy weaponry we mean only bombs, but that is kinda, you know, that counts all the same. And there's electricity in this level too. I think there's electricity, I keep pronouncing that strange, electricity in a lot of parts of the game, but I think it kinda looks like an oven. Just the way that it's red and it's flashing and it's hot. And why can't I make this very simple, easy to make jump? There we go. And there's one of 24 black hole purple whopper things. I think they look like purple whoppers. Although I don't know why I'm saying that they look like purple whoppers, because we're going to be seeing things that look more like whoppers in a level not far from now. So, never mind. Let's kill all these red tin cans with chains in them, because they are very unhappy creatures that like to kill people for no reason. But I guess that's kind of our job description, is to kill people for no reason, so, you know, it all works out. It's perfectly acceptable in the world of Bomberman, where throwing bombs is the norm. Imagine that in everyday society. That would just be terrible. And there's another Bomberman bot over there in that display window that I didn't even notice. I still want to buy you. I don't even know what you'd buy one of those things for. It looks like maybe looks like you could use it as a Pez dispenser. That's about the extent that you could use a Bomberman bot for. Because it doesn't do much else. It just kind of stays there and talks to you and tells you things that you probably already know. Hello, Bomberman. The world is in danger. Thanks, Navi. Or Navi, however you pronounce it. I just say Navi because it's like navigate, like navigator. Like we should make an entire Bomberman game where you know, where Bomberman is suffering from some fatal illness as he's... Oh, I missed a box! I missed a box! I missed a box. And there's no way to get back. I'm just gonna come back to that. I doubt this was all that worth it, but let's see what was in here. Oh, it's a life jacket! Okay. I have no idea what this thing is for. I really don't. Like, I tried looking up what this life jacket's for. I really have no clue. No clue. I was gonna say no idea and no clue at the same time, and that's impossible to say unless I had two mouths. I couldn't say that, so I don't know what I was thinking. I'm dumb. So anyways, I really don't know what the life jacket's for. I would like to say maybe it's defense. That seems like it would almost make sense. It's like a bulletproof vest, maybe, but I don't think you can have defense in this game, because you still get hit, or every time you get hit, then you still lose 1 health point, so it's not like that changes anything. Or maybe it's supposed to be like a life jacket, like something that would help you, you know, float in the water, but no, that doesn't work either, because Bomberman sinks like a rock in the water, and then he bounces back out again any time that there is water, which there isn't yet. There's no water in the game, but there will be. You'll see. You will see, and you will see how terribly Bomberman can swim, unless he has, you know, a propeller on his lower legs. Lower legs. I think people actually do say lower legs, but I don't understand that. Like, what's the difference between lower legs and regular legs? Aren't they both your legs? You can't really have lower legs unless you have, like, 4 of them. Or maybe lower legs is like the lower part of your leg. Well, then why would you call them lower legs if they're just the lower part of your leg? I don't know. Oh, hey, that seems useful. Let's... Boom! Extra life, which I might need, given how much I've been failing recently. Another thing that the oven-looking electric wires remind me of is Wind Waker. Because in The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, there's the boss of the Tower of the Gods, and it has the electricity on the outside. Looks exactly like that, except not blue. Maybe it doesn't even look exactly like that. I just think it does, because that's what's in my mind. And my mind is a very odd place. Thank you for letting me 100% that level. Well, 100% in the sense that I actually got more than 100%. That was like 101%, but we're not counting like Dalmatians here. Basically, just the way points are decided. That was the nasaliest sounding. Yeah. The way points are decided in this game, whether or not you 100% it... Oh, this is cool, too. I like this part. This part's just fun. No, don't fall off. I know that you want to, Bomberman, because you're suicidal and everything, but no, don't do that yet. I love this. There's our bomber jet, or whatever that's called. Bomberman jetters. And, it just flies away. That's the entire point of this little helicopter pad, or spaceship pad, or whatever, is to show that flying off. And it's an entirely unnecessary detail, but they put it in anyway. I just love it. It's so cool. What was I saying? Oh yeah, points are decided in this game. Basically, the more points you have, the better ranking you have. You have a ranking of 1 through 5, 5 being the best. And you can get higher than the points required on certain levels, but most of the time you can't. So you pretty much have to get absolutely everything almost at all times to you know, successfully get everything. So, yeah, that's why I feel like I might not be able to 100% this game. If I did, then it would be time-consuming, because a lot of levels you're just running around and hoping that you don't miss anything, and then the hardest part is definitely the bosses. The bosses are just insane, in my opinion. Although I don't even know how it could be an opinion, because they're just ridiculous. But there are speedrunners who know how to get all the bosses exactly right, so maybe I'll just watch them over and over and over again and expect to gain their knowledge by looking at them. Kind of like people expect to gain knowledge for an upcoming history test by putting a history book under their pillow and then, you know, hoping that the knowledge gets transferred into their mind, because that makes sense. Because books have the power of telepathy. If they did, then we wouldn't even need school, would we? Can you just break the box? Thank you for the gold card, which looks like a Trisket to me, or something. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Geronimo. What does Geronimo even mean? Okay, here are the creatures that look like whoppers to me. These look exactly like whoppers. Hello, angry, angry milk duds. Angry, angry hippos. Okay. All of you are dead. Thank you all very much for dying. I know that was a very courteous thing for you to do. Yeah, don't fall into the water. Bomberman can't swim, as I previously stated. I guess maybe it's because he's holding all those bombs, but even that doesn't make sense. Nothing in video games makes sense. What am I saying? We just killed another obese chicken with... It's essentially a piñata. That's what that chicken is. It's a piñata with... It's a piñata with chickens inside. I want to see that at a party. Your training is done. I will give you the bomber pitch. What's the bomber pitch? I entirely forgot what this was. Oh! So we got our bronze card. Great. Can we go to other countries now? Actually, that's not a bronze card, is it? It's something. Better than a pink slip, I guess. A UFO just landed on the mountain. Go check it out. That's something you hear every day. Okay, they did it again. Bomberman just doesn't know how to say anything else, does he? Ah, sweet. A shot of the whole Bomberman area. The whole thing. The whole place. The whole shebang. Because we're playing with bombs. Oh, so that's what the other side of the training area looked like. It's just a pile of rocks. How does Bomberman get over that? No one knows. I don't even know how to say Bomberman. I don't know how to enunciate anything. It's just... Bomberman. Bomberman. If I was trying to speedrun this, I wouldn't have gotten any of the power-ups or anything, and I think I could have beaten this in one video, like the entire first world. But, oh well. Because most of this game, you know, if you want to speed through it, it takes no time at all. You can just avoid all of the enemies. Because they're not hard to avoid for the most part. I guess these might be, because they shoot fireballs out of their head. Grrr, I'm erupting like a volcano because I'm so angry. I'm Popeye the Sailor, except... Oh, Jellyfish Doom. That's not even a jellyfish. What is that? It's like... I don't know. A very small, pale, crustacean-looking version of Baronade or Baronade from Ocarina of Time. I've made 2 Ocarina of Time references now. What is wrong with me? I guess it's because I've been watching an Ocarina of Time Let's Play by Liam6, who didn't call himself Liam6 in the first, like, 2 or 3 videos, which is interesting. Cool stuff. kind of fun to see how Let's Players develop over time by watching their older Let's Plays. Which is kind of the reason that I want to keep my Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play around, even though I've thought about redoing it a few times. But Bomberman, why can't you swim, and why do you bounce so high out of the water even though you can't swim? You know how to jump in water perfectly fine, but you don't know how to swim in water? Most people, it's the other way around, you know? Most people do not know how to swim by jumping out of the water. Never mind. I guess that's the power of flailing violently. You know, that's... you know, that's why slap battles are so much fun. Anyways. More volcano enemies. What the heck is this thing? What is the design of this enemy? I don't even know what that is. It's like a goo ball with a tongue. And its tongue is half of its body. I don't know. Also, you have to love the lobsters with mustaches. Mustachioed lobsters. And this part has a lot of levels I didn't realize. More giraffe, skyscraper. Is it just me, or does the Bombermarine look like, the Keaton mask? The Michael Keaton mask from Majora's Mask. Or Ocarina of Time. Either one! Ugh, that's 3 references! Anyways. That's just what it looks like to me. Or Pikachu. We could say Pikachu, so it's not an Ocarina of Time reference. Bombermarine! Bombermarine, go! Let's evaporate into the vapor into the water. How do you evaporate into the water? Water is kind of the thing that's supposed to evaporate. The controls here are a little bit different. B is go back, A is go forward, and then Z is shoot bombs. And also hold B to shoot them, you know, to make the bombs bigger, which is kind of cool. That's what you could do in Bomberman 64, is make the bombs bigger over time. And wow, they lock onto things? Cool. I didn't realize that these locked onto enemies. But they do! I forgot about that. That's very useful. I wish I could do that all the time. That would make things a lot easier. That would make my job infinitely happier. Okay, I'm glad that those don't add to the point counter, because because there's some games where they do things like that, where enemies explode by themselves, and then if you don't attack them, then you never get their points. But I don't think this game does that very often. It has some points that are irreversible, where you go too far into the level and then you can't go back, but aside from that, it's pretty forgiving. So, that's nice. Moai heads. Moai heads with flashing lights. They are the spawns of Andross. Super Nintendo Andross, that is. I think you can kill these columns, too. Kill these columns. Yeah, you can. Glad that I knew that. We have our vest here. Bomberman would look pretty stylish in a vest, but eh. He has his normal attire. It's stylish enough. Oh, I guess those aren't mustaches, those are pincers. Sorry, they just look like they have dapper mustaches. These look like the most proper angry crabs of all time. They're not giant enemy crabs, they're just angry crabs. And their weak point is their entire body, so that's... yeah, never mind. This is good music. Oh, I just got attacked by a falling Moai head. This is not Easter Island, and it's not Easter. We are not collecting eggs from a rabbit that stalks children. Although, I wouldn't be surprised if Bomberman had some relations with such a creature, because, you know, goodness. Okay, more breaking columns. We're just knocking down pillars left and right. This is a groundbreaking game in the most literal sense. Well, not exactly. Groundbreaking would be like Worms Armageddon or something. But Armageddon, Bomberman, they correlate enough. I thought this... can't you... Okay, are you telling me this is a column that we cannot defeat? Okay. Well, great. Thanks for indicating that to me, game. Game inconsistencies. They're common, but still slightly annoying, and I just passed out. The real tricky part of this level is all the falling moai heads from the ceiling and the ground, and the ceiling and the ground. They're falling up and down. They are the apples from I Want to Be the Guy. Because I want to be the bomber guy. I want to be the Bomberman and the bomber guy, and everyone who acts somewhat like a terrorist, apparently. Stop blowing your toxic bubbles in my general direction, Crab. You're making me crabby. Do we have any moai heads now? Can we just see of them? Because I want to mow you all down. Oh, I just realized how creepy the crab lobster legs are. Because they just move around like a spider, like a tarantula. And they also grow very suddenly whenever you come near them. I guess that's the game's way of covering up draw distance errors. You know, just make the enemy suddenly grow and no one will notice. It's kind of like that, I'm pretty sure there's a building. I don't remember what the building is. Maybe I don't think it's the Parthenon. But there is some kind of building somewhere where, like, one half of the building is made out to be shorter than the other. So that whenever you look down the hallway that makes up most of the building, then it looks like it's going down for a really long ways, but it's just smaller at the end, so it looks like it's far away, even though it's pretty close. So it's much shorter than it appears to be, like objects in the mirror are shorter or closer than they appear. Basically, that was the mentality of their design for that building. Some ancient architecture nonsense, I don't really know. Because they had to work with a certain... like, acre space, and then, I guess, make it look really royal and fancy and something. Okay, finally, we're done with that. Oh, goodness. I don't like that number, 7,400. I want to say I'm probably missing something. Well, actually, I don't want to say that. Okay, it's just a crab lobster. A crobster. I guess that works. If I missed showing how to attack anything in this level, just know, shoot everything. Shoot everything, and that is how you beat it. Oh, okay. Well, apparently I was 500 over the limit. Maybe they expected you to miss things. That took a lot longer than I expected, so thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time on Let's Play Bomberman Hero.